Welcome everybody, hang out. We'll see you in a second here. Okay, welcome Pisces. This is going to be your reading for the first week of February, and if you're new, don't forget to follow, subscribe, and share our beautiful pages and channels. We've also built some new communities, so if you'd like to be a part of any of that positive energy or just have some good influences for some healthy life habits, from eating, exercise, to just even good things to kind of plug into to help you on your healing journey. I also have my healing classes every Thursday for the month of February. We're doing Tune In with Miss Edie, which is me helping you guys tune into the right vibration and frequency by helping you release it through sound frequency therapies that I have adapted, learned, and created myself, and I love to share with you. So let's see what's coming in for you, Pisces. We already got some cards flying out because the energy was just so big, and right off the bat we've got Emperor energy coming through. So we do have this divine masculine, divine feminine, take the roles how they place, and of course no gender judgments here. I read energy with these cards. So it's talking about someone who is a leader, someone who's a boss, someone who's serious. You could also be really focused on what it is you're doing. With the falcon or eagle here, it's about seeing the bigger picture. You're starting to either attract someone or somebody's got their sights on you. If this is you, you've got your sights on someone, but this energy is also just relating to a very, very well-rounded person, very fiery, very passionate, very serious, and perhaps this might not be something you're used to. So you might be holding back, or maybe this person is like literally holding it all back, right? She's sitting on a treasure chest here with the key and the castle. So I feel like this person really wants to give you everything with their whole heart here. Now, someone can also be a little financially struggling here, so maybe that's why you might not be wanting this person to assist you, or vice versa. There's a little bit of scarcity here going on. Let's get into this rest of it. Yeah, fears of it, right? This could be fears of worthiness. Sometimes when we have people, or can, like, this could be either what's been pushing you lately to keep doing this, but you also have a lot. See, we're fear of letting go, fear of moving away from home. We do have, with the Eight of Swords, a lot of stuff: anxiety, fear, stress, and something that's being really held close to the heart. And I'm not sure. Okay. This is a really weird energy. I'll be really honest with you. I don't like it. This isn't a reading. Someone in here. Something happened. With the Five of Swords, something happened and they're not talking about it, and it's not good. Ooh, Pisces, I knew you were gonna hit me with one, huh? I'm just trying to figure out what this energy is. Give me a second. This can either be with a father figure or a situation. I'm sorry, Pisces, this isn't like normal, but we have the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords. Something happened and there's a lot of regrets, and there's a lot of sorrow, and there's a lot of suffering, and someone is still really struggling with this. For some of you, this could have been either dealing with a very narcissistic situation. Perhaps some of you are truly stuck and really, like, I'm sorry, this energy is exactly as it shows right now. Really like holding on, and like I feel like it's someone is really hiding or not showing. Okay, like they're showing this like, oh yeah, I'm just keeping to myself, everything's okay. It's not. So this has just got a little heavier for whether it's grief, whether it's sorrow, whether it's loss. But with the Five of Swords here too, this is sometimes like manipulation. So if for some of you, this could be mind games or feeling trapped or feeling stuck. We also have the Five of Cups. So this is definitely like regrets. Someone could be regretting how they had treated you. But the Emperor energy to me is normally like, you know, the divine masculine. But because this energy is here, it's coming through very negatively as perhaps someone who's very authoritative, someone who's very dictator kind of energy, right? It's more of a controlling, abusive situation. So if this is what you're getting away from, or this is what you're recognizing, I'm happy that you're safe. I hope you are safe. And if you're not safe, there are resources under code purple. I guess this is also why I'm wearing this today. For anyone who needs that in the States, there is RAIN. It's a resource as well. So again, always wanting to make sure that people are safe, but I'm still going to post this because I know someone needs this. So if you are struggling or suffering, and this can also sometimes be our children, because I have, since it came through as a father figure. There's going to be news, clarity, or information. And again, this is not for everyone, and I really hope it only finds the people who need to hear this. But we have the Knight of Swords here coming through, where it is definitely clarity, movement, where things can be coming through. And also that sword can be justice, because there is the Three of Swords, heartbreak and devastation. So some of you could have lost somebody, and this is why it's part of the grieving. It's part of the sadness. Some of you, this could have been a situation that did involve legal, and you're both just struggling. If this is both of your energies, what is that? There's just some kind of like humming sound or whatever just started. So I know that there's also a lot to do with balancing these emotions. This is very heavy depression. As I mentioned, if this is you or your person, it's okay to get help. It's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to stay there. And I feel like sometimes, you know, the people around us don't understand this, or sometimes our partners don't understand this, and sometimes we don't. So there's just a significant, huge, like, my heart's broken for whoever this is, because just being in this heavy energy. But it's just to also let you know that it can change. With the Magician, you are in control, even if it doesn't feel like it. Some of you might have to also be getting control against something, but there is definitely some clarity here coming in. Wow, okay, I'm really sorry. I didn't expect us to go into such a deep place. And then we have the Star card, Aquarius energy. Healing is coming through. So there is some surprising blessings that are going to be occurring at this time, because you are being called right now to follow your heart. If your heart is telling you to leave, this is the time to go. It's almost like gaslighting. Like this is a very peculiar energy, and we've never been in it like this, but you can't make this up. And this deck and I are very, very connected, and that's why I feel that this is... You could be dealing with someone who had severe abuse. If this is your person or your partner, this is why. This is why. Because there's just so much hardship. Like, all of these cards signify being closed off, signify suffering in silence, suffering alone, emotionally, mentally, physically. This is just, and financially, right? Because when you're in these situations, now someone could be in a really difficult time, and that's also why, because of finances. And unfortunately, it's a very tough place that we're all going to be finding ourselves in if we don't plan properly. So just knowing that there is a lot of new communication and clarity. Whatever this loss is, if it was, you know, whatever the circumstances, you know, my heart is with everyone who is struggling and grieving. It's ironic because it's such a powerful energy that we started with. So for some of you, it is feeling almost unexpected. And of course, with the Star card here too, it is that wish coming in, but it is leading good. So there could be some bad news. So there's bad news, good news. Bad news is, yes, whatever happened, but the good news is that there is a way to come through it, to move through it, and it is a bit of an isolation or a personal journey for this person or you. Maybe, you know, and this is 1,000,000% trauma. There's, whether it's PTSD, whether it's abusiveness. So again, I'm really sorry. This is a very triggering reading. But I also know that I can't make this up, and this has to go out for whoever needs to hear it. So I just want you to know that there are resources available to help you, and there is hope and healing and a path to that. And it does come through this destruction, or whatever this situation was, is part of what's helping bring in with that Tower moment. It's allowing for this new beginning and this new love or new circumstance to come in towards you. Some of you could have also had like a really oppressive experiences, and that's also why like new love is coming. Someone who does have good intentions, someone who is compassionate and caring. And I feel like that's also why, wow, see, thank you for the blessings every single day. Your fears are because of what you've been through, your pain, your trials, your tribulations, your horrific situations, your personal experiences. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But it is also this love that helps you find the person who can understand that. Now, there's a really good chance that this person has also been through something similar, same but different, similar situations, and that's also why you can both meet each other at this depth. Now, for some of you, there could be somebody that's helping stand up for you, helping you get on your feet. This can also be parents. So this is why I'm saying, if you're a parent, please check in with your kids. Please, please, please check in with your kids. And if you have kids who have kids, I don't care how the lineage works, check in with your family. Check in with your family. There's a lot going on here that I don't feel is being shared. So it's always about awareness. Now, this isn't to make you paranoid or worried or think they're not telling you the truth, but a lot of people don't talk about it. That's why we're talking about it. So Pisces, you're also just so intuitive, and whether or not you've known something was going on, and I feel like because the Emperor is here too, there could be so much anger that's coming through. And anger is one of the phases of grief, which is also a part of the healing cycle. So you or your person could be really experiencing or expressing more than normal. Now, that doesn't excuse anything. Like, you can be angry, but there's limits, okay, to behaviors and consequences, of course. So for whoever this is also about, like, whatever the situation is a cry for help, is a call for help, and is allowing for healing to happen, and is allowing for them to open up their heart and begin this journey into healing, which is always redemption, is always like hope. So this isn't for nothing. And whatever this loss is, whatever this situation was, whatever this trigger is, whatever this fight is, whatever this heartbreak is, whatever this situation is that just is forcing this person to be held back or holding back, it is leading to clarity. Now, I'm not saying that this is necessarily something that can be apologized for specifically, but this is about loving through this. And some of you, there might need to be some kind of intervening or mediation, but this can also just talk about the expression of love and the clarity of love between the two. And this can also just, for this, because this is always my compassion card, so this can just mean that because you two have been through so much, there is such a loving compassion and understanding. So when you're having these moments of sadness, of overthinking, because this is truly like someone who's been through it, and I recognize this way too well, it's a little scary, but it's also talking about like helping you through overthinking, helping you go through those rabbit holes, helping love you in the ways that are able to be allowing you to go through these places, and recognizing the difference between manipulations, recognizing the difference between those sorrows and regrets, and whatever has been these circumstances that have been really triggering, are helping you find that. So whoever this is for, if you are in a partnership with this person, this is your divine counterpart. And perhaps this is a very strong connection because you need a very strong partner to carry and understand what you've been through. I hope I didn't lose a lot of you, but I also know that this is very specific, because when you are someone who is living with trauma, you need someone who also knows how to love you through it, how to give you space through it, and how to talk to you through it. So this is huge. And if you're that person, or they are that person to you, then you're now seeing like anger when you sit with, like, there's a post that it shifted my whole attitude with anger, because I had rage as a child. Anger, when I sat with anger long enough, she told me that her name was pain. So someone is really hurting, and something just beeped in my apartment. So that's like, that's the one. So someone's in a lot of pain, and I don't know if they're telling you, and I don't know if it is like, I don't see wands, so I don't feel like it's physical, but this can be emotional, this can be mental, this can be manipulative, this can be, like I said, so there could be parenting situations, or this can also just talk to the traumas of childhood, right? So this is really hard. This is also very hard for me to read for whoever this is, but you're not alone. Okay, so if you need to speak to someone, please know that we have professional resources for anyone who's struggling or needs help, but there are all sorts of programs available, as well as there's tons of information for you to learn. And whatever you're dealing with, I just really encourage you to keep being strong, keep fighting through this. We're all fighting something that nobody knows anything about. So please know you're not by yourself in going through this, even though it can feel super lonely, and maybe you've just not had anyone that you can share that with, and maybe you lost the people that you did. I did too. So please know that you're not alone. My heart is with you. My heart is with your family. We're all praying for you, Pisces. Whatever this is, I'm so sorry. But it's a leading moment. It's a catalyst. That's what we are sometimes to people, is the catalyst for change, the catalyst for healing. Sometimes enough is enough, but sometimes there is an intervention. And for somebody, this is a serious divine intervention. So I'm not going to continue on that one. I know that this is going to find the people it needs to, but please know that the healing is coming, the love is coming, and there is someone who will love you. All of you. The ugly, the broken, the lonely, the heavy, the lost, the loving, the gentle, the empathetic, as well as the beautiful innocence. It's coming for you, or for them. And maybe you're the one who's hearing it, so you can be a part of this. And maybe you're part of the catalyst for change in this. The seven stars on the Aquarius, for me, it's about like the full body, it's about the full awareness, and this is how we heal this. And when we heal others, we heal ourselves, because someone is hurting tremendously. So please know that you are loved and you are safe and supported. And if there's anything specific, please comment them. Again, like I said, we have code PURPLE, one of the resource links in my bio and in the descriptions. Please use it. If this is you, you have ways of getting help, and they're professional people, not me, not my website, but my website is where we put the resource list for you to connect with the right people. So Tyler, my dear friend who's helped me put this together, has verified all of them. They're real, they're authentic sources. And find your country and find the hotlines that are designed for you. Some might have text lines as well, so please use them, okay? God bless each and every single one of you.